People need to take action. That's the number one problem that people have is they consume too much. They produce too little. So this is what you need to do today to hack your digital marketing career. All right, you're watching this video because you want to accelerate your digital marketing career. Maybe you've started, maybe you haven't. You still need to take on some fundamental approaches in both your mind and your actions. So today I'm going to discuss 3 things to do for your mindset and 3 things you can get started on right away. It's important that you stop sitting around and scrolling. It happens to all of us. We sit down, we open our phone, we go to Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, or YouTube. And really not actually YouTube as much, but it's those other apps where you are constantly scrolling. You might feel you're consuming some Gary Vee or some Grant Cardone or some other influencers, and you feel like that's helping you, but really it isn't. Okay, do not read another ounce of content until you've reached your goals. Social media is not productive time. I think we get confused that when we're being so social, like it's valued time, but really it's questionable. I need you to think about how many people you follow. Each person you follow, you're essentially adding another channel to the dial. You're giving yourself a never-ending infinite loop of content to consume. And when you follow enough people, those people are going to be able to put out enough quality content for you. You're going to be really satisfied. I'm not saying that social media content consumption isn't enjoyable or fun or something you should do sometimes. But if you're trying to hack and you're trying to achieve a digital marketing career result, you can't be consuming content all day. And it's dangerous because digital marketers are in the world of content. We're in the world of online marketing and such. And so that puts us in a precarious position. So be very, very careful. I recommend if you are a little mad at yourself, if you're feeling a little guilty that you haven't really reached the goals you think you should, this is what you should do. You should unfollow everyone. Everyone. You should follow 0 people. You should stop treating social media as a pleasure activity, and you should treat it as a tool. And when you unfollow everyone, there's nothing to do on it except create. But what? You are attached to the idea that you must follow your friends or else they won't like you. You must follow these people or you won't be able to succeed. Is that truly what you believe? Because if it is, you need to change that. I think it's time that you be with yourself for a while. You know, being comfortable with yourself, being comfortable being alone. This is one of the most important achievements in life. So be with yourself, unfollow people, become true, become your true self. That's the journey you don't realize you're on. That's the journey I take people on. I just don't tell them. You're on a journey to find your greatest version, and you've tapped into the idea that digital marketing is unlocking that. It's right. You're correct. I'm here to validate that. Ever since I went all in on digital marketing, I make 10 times more money. I know 10 times more people. I'm 10 times more capable. I'm 10 times more valuable. So you're right. Digital marketing in 2020 is the most important skill to learn. It's kind of a general skill. When you call it digital marketing, there's a lot of sub skills within there, but that is where you want to go. Digital marketing, no doubt about it. But really, digital marketing allows you to reveal your expressed ideas in a stronger way. It allows that expression of your inner to come out, whether it's blogging, vlogging, podcasting, taking pictures, doing art. You're expressing yourself. And digital marketing unlocks the ability to connect you with the world. So if you've got a service to offer, you need to express why your service is valuable. If you've got art to develop, you need to express both your art, the documentation of your art. You need to allow the world to connect with you. You need to use digital marketing to reach more people. And it can be done for businesses too. That's what we realize. So digital marketing is this incredible mix of business capability as well as personal endeavors. Once you realize the path you're on, once you know that digital marketing is your unlock, once you realize that, okay, I need to go on this journey to get out of consumption and into production. Great. That is the first hack of the mindset. It's easy to do. Just unfollow them, start talking, start creating. And if that's not possible, you start a brand new account. Okay? But you're going to lose your followers. So you have to decide what's right for you. But if you're early on, start a new account. Make your accounts much more niche. Make your accounts much more direct to the value point that you'd like to offer people. A lot of times when we get started, right, we start a new account for the first time and it's a personal account and we end up saying a lot of different things and we end up getting a lot of different followers. And usually you get some people you really like eventually, but they came in for maybe a reason that's not your main moneymaker. It's not your career. It's not the topic that you're going to go forward with. And so you feel it's awkward because you know if you start publishing all of a sudden, you know, those people that you might like, you might put them off because they didn't come for that. Well, that's just too bad. That's why you have to start a new account if you can't handle that. But we all kind of have to face that. So I hate hearing that as an excuse, right? So once you're into the production, you're reducing your consumption, it's time to understand where you want to invest your time. Do you just blindly create? The mindset needed is that you want to make things that can become assets. What's an asset? An asset brings you money versus a liability. A liability costs you money. So the house you live in, it's a liability. It costs money. It wears out. But the house you rent to somebody else, it's an asset. Every month it returns cash flow greater than the expenses. So you want to learn to create digital assets, right? You're not going to be able to build a house, but you can build a YouTube channel. You could build a podcast, a blog. And when I say build it, I mean taking the time to think about, okay, I'm going to create a series, just like your favorite TV show, just like your favorite movie, but your series or your movie or your documentary, it's smaller and it's more niche. It's like instead of making a documentary for baseball, you know, make a YouTube series for left-handed pitchers. Instead of making a documentary about childbirth and parenting, something broad, make a podcast about people who want to have birth outside of the hospital with no help from anyone. You know, there's such specific topics that people would like to hear about. Because even though we don't live our life consuming the specifics, the niches constantly, when we get into something, there's nothing we want more than someone to guide us exactly down the path. There's nothing we want more than to have all the information at our disposal, right? You might not stay in that niche for your whole life, but when you want it, you want it. Okay, so think about that. Think about all the niches out there and all the new ones being created, right? There's content that you can serve them with. That's an asset. There's digital products like courses, templates. Those are assets. And you can even go as far as creating an entire online niche brand. And you could sell merchandise. You could sell courses. You could sell stickers. You could sell templates. Like everything could be under one brand. It's not impossible. It depends on who the niche is for. So now that you're producing more than you consume, now that you're investing your time into assets, one more thing you want to start doing, if you have extra time, and everyone should try this, is doing projects for free that are above your skill level, because that way you get a lot more experience quicker. And maybe you're scared to do it, but when you do it for free, you should design the project where you can't really make a huge error, right? And at this point, you're probably still working for a medium to small influencer or a local small business if you still need to do free projects. And the idea is that you gain experience, expertise, case studies. And not only that, something I've been talking about lately is because you're doing something that's kind of new and outside your scope, like a digital marketer is always going to be faced with doing projects they've perhaps never done. And that might seem weird, but it's true because the market moves so fast. Like your client might be asking you to set up a chat bot. Your client might ask you to create a Snapchat filter. Your client might ask you, to run dynamic Facebook ads for Messenger. Like this stuff is just emerging. And if you're a good digital marketer, you can figure out how all this stuff works. But guess what? If you do some hard projects where you didn't get paid, maybe you could sell what you learned to others through training, through a SOP, through a project template. There's many ways to sell that. So suggesting again in clarity, do projects for free so that you gain wildly good experience. And then you can not only do more projects like that with your case studies, but you could also sell your experience to others. Now, let's talk a little bit more about assets. I want to leave you guys with a little bit more a concrete pathway on what to create. Because a lot of people tell me, like, what should I start out doing? And I think I have the answers, and I'm going to go back and show you like what I did. So the first 3 assets I created were basically 2 blogs and a business site. Okay, so let's go over here. My old blog, Richie New Rich, is broken. I don't have it anymore. I tried to show you guys, but I couldn't. And I redirect that traffic anyways. So I used to write blogs in 2017, 2016. I was writing blogs like, don't make this mistake like I did if you want to start a successful blog. Like, this isn't my first blog, but you should be doing a personal blog. This was my personal brand blog. I just put my ideas out there. Look, here's a video called The Greatest Time-Lapse Video Ever Made. Here's Instagram strategy. Here's the 7 steps of growing your e-commerce business. Here's 5 absolute musts for doing business on Instagram. Here is how to write a blog post in 2017 for search and readability. So I was just sharing what I was learning, okay? And you should too. Now, I can't show you this because I can't get into the front end, but that was my very first project, a WordPress personal blog. Now, this is my second blog. This blog made money. This was my first monetized blog. It's called Twitch Meta, and it has like a lot of blog posts on it. I just kept blogging and blogging and blogging, and it's all about Twitch, twitch.tv, right? And there's like a start here, and there's a little landing page, and I have a lead magnet. I teach this exact process in my course, Full Stack Marketing Funnels. I've gained thousands of emails from this basic page for free. I never spent $1 on this blog because I didn't have any money back then. I didn't have any capital, but anybody can do this. Look how basic. Like, these are really basic blog posts. I'll show you them. Just a little feature image, some text. There's like a list here. Oh, this is like a how to build a PC blog. Okay. So, on the right side, there are the ways to get the email. So I'm just capturing emails. I got a little pop up there. And then I built a $20 product here. It's a producer's guide. It's just a mini video course. One of my very first digital products. It's looks like the same, what I would have made back then. I mean, it's not my best work, but it is what it is. $37 course. And I think there's an email autoresponder that goes to this. And if you hang in there, you get a discount. Oh no, when you sign up, I let you buy it for $20 instead of $37 right away. So that was my second blog. And then my very third major project was my own business site. I used to be called Milestone Metrics. I used to be focusing on remote digital marketing managers. And so I just created like pretty base business website. Wasn't that great, but it is what it is. And those are the 3 assets that got my career started. Okay, so let me explain how these got me started. The first blogging, it sucks. Okay, look at this. It's broken because it's out of date. I haven't updated this for years. Okay, forget about that. But this is the act of learning SEO, right? Which of my blog posts can I get ranked? How do I optimize my blog posts for ranking? Okay, then I took all my knowledge from that and I repackaged a new concept. I started a new blog and I just started writing. You don't have to, guys, you don't post 1 blog a week when you start. You write as many blogs until your hands are tired. Okay. I probably wrote all of these blogs in like 2 weeks. Like, it's your chance to dump all your ideas individually into blog posts and hope that they drive traffic. This very first blog post, your Twitch name and how to pick a great one, is like the most popular post. It's like the very first post I created, but it happened to be one of the most popular. Why? You know, when you go to google.com, you search Twitch name. Are we on here? Here we are. Your Twitch name and how to pick a great one. Look at how nice that title is compared to these. And some people want to change Twitch name. That's fine. So how to pick Twitch name. We're second on this ranking. How about how to pick? We used to be first for a really long time, right? So we're first over here, how to pick Twitch name. People want to know how to pick their name, right? So since 2015, then I post that, I've been driving emails off this very simple content-based experience. You come in, you want to learn your Twitch name, you're looking down here, you're reading all this stuff, and you're like, whoa, where am I? What is Twitch meta? What is all this? What is this? I need that. Download now. Email exchange, right? So this is the art of lead generation, okay? Inbound lead generation, very critical for digital marketer. If you can learn to make this, great. And then learning how to make a B2B website that attracts people who have businesses who want to work with you. That's just another great skill, because you could make 50 of these for different businesses, right? You could have like 50 businesses in your neighborhood, and you can just wait till leads come in. You could sell those leads. You could execute on those leads. I mean, we're just talking about SEO, ranking pages, niche businesses. But I'll be honest, this didn't really drive my career in the biggest way, but this was an important stage, because when you're making a business, you struggle for so long to figure out how to present yourself. And this is just version 1 of me, how to present myself. And that brought me to rich+niche, right? Although rich+niche is kind of in its second pivot into more of online training because of coronavirus, this site is okay. It's not the best, but it's an iteration of what I've learned. And everything really is an iteration. And you can see how my blog, I'm using the same technique. Why would I change what works? Now, is this the best layout for a blog? I don't know. But guys, I'm using the exact same strategy. Look at this, how to become a content creator and make money in 2020. This was my foundational blog post from 2018. How to become a content creator. Do we still rank for that? I don't think we do. Oh, okay. Well, this might be on DuckDuckGo. I'm ranked second, which is awesome because more and more people are using DuckDuckGo. But how about Google? What's my ranking on Google? How to become a content creator. Now you know that you can't trust the Google rankings, because if you're logged in, you might have not the most updated or direct rankings for yourself. But wow, I think I've like really fallen off on this content keyword, which I'm surprised. I'm falling all the way down here because so many people are writing this exact same keyword. So it's gotten a lot more competitive. But that's the way SEO goes. I mean, you can't rely on SEO rankings, and I don't. But I do love my YouTube rankings. They're a lot more easy to deal with, and I'm excited about them. So how to become a digital marketing consultant. Here I am, first video, even ahead of Neil Patel. That gives me a lot of traffic. And that's, again, the same principles of learning inbound content marketing, SEO, mixing blogs with videos, assets. Now, do you guys see the mindset? Do you see the path? If not, leave a comment below. Tell me why this path isn't going to work for you. Tell me what I'm missing out. And before you come complain, please take all my free resources. please take my free course, the Digital Marketing Consultant's Blueprint. This is the 3-phase methodology of thinking about digital marketing projects, whether it's for yourself or your clients. Okay. Everyone needs to understand the modern methodology. Stop running bad Facebook ads by understanding that methodology. Now, I also have a book, Attract and Convert. That's how to get freelance marketing clients. It's all on my website, rich+niche.com. It's all free, guys. No excuses to get started. Start developing your digital asset portfolio today, please, and start developing your skills. Neither your skills nor your portfolio can be canceled by others. Make sure you have first-party data. Make sure you're building on your own domain. Never leave yourself vulnerable to a social website or platform. All right, you guys, you got this. Go get it. And as you're on your journey, may the algorithms be ever in your favor.